Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well. We're going to do a couple of test hands. We're going to play a couple of test hands. We're also going to do a 2-card combo for a 60 card Dragonmaid. So I did the deck profile not too long ago, a couple of days. So if you guys want to check that out, that would be cool. So I just updated the list. We added the Dragoon engine. So we added the Red Eyes Dragoon along with the 3 infamous bricks in the deck, but it's okay. We're playing 60 cards. We're barely drawn into them, and if we do play Saryuja, so we're able to shuffle them back. I believe that this is a stronger version of the deck that I initially made a little over a week ago. And we did add a couple of cool cards like Chaos Space and just different cards to allow us to extend and, push through boards. But at the core, it still plays relatively the same, as before. We're just aiming to end on Dragoon instead of like IP. But if you guys like want to play that version of the deck and you don't want to play like the Dragoon version, that's good too, because IP is still a powerful card. IP can still give you access to Appaloosa, can still give you access to Unicorn. So it's very versatile in that sense. But I just believe that this card is much more oppressive, and it's just so much harder to deal with for your opponent to deal with. So this does raise the ceiling for the deck to be able to summon this. If you get hand trapped and you're able to still put 2 bodies on board, Verte Anaconda is the new age like Nightmare Mermaid, because if you're able to summon this and resolve this, you can just get Dragoon for free and at least end with a very strong negate. So I wanted to start this video off by doing a 2-card combo with these 2 cards right here. And I just want to give you an idea of how this deck functions. Parlor being a very strong starter, partnered up with World Legacy Guard Dragon just makes it so much better, because we're able to just extend so much and gain so much advantage just off these 2 cards. So I hope you guys enjoy. We'll get right into it. So we're going to start off by normal summoning Parlor. We're going to just send the Chamber. And then we're going to activate the other card in our hand, World Legacy Guard Dragon. We're going to target that Chamber, summon. On summon, we're going to activate Chamber's effect. Here we could add the Hospitality, so we're able to reborn one of these 2 cards. But it's not really necessary, because we're going to have enough extenders to go into our Guard Dragon plays. Also, World Legacy Guard Dragon, it's only possible because of World Legacy Guard Dragon, because we're going to be able to move LP. Otherwise, if we didn't have access to this card, and it was like monster, say for example we opened up Hospitality, or this was a Monster Reborn, we definitely get Hospitality, or we would dump the trap with Parlor. So we're gonna link 1. I always grab my damn main deck. So we're gonna summon Striker Dragon. Striker Dragon's effect on summon. We're just gonna add the Boot Sector Launch. So this is our hand so far, and we're gonna link these 2 off. We're gonna go into Romulus. Romulus, an amazing card. On summon, we're gonna activate Romulus's effect. We're gonna search Divine Lance. We're going to activate Divine Lance, equipping it to the Romulus, and then we're going to activate Divine Lance effect to grab Phalanx from the deck, equipped it, and then we're going to activate Phalanx's effect to summon it. And then from here we're going to go into a link 1. We're going to go into LP. We're going to activate World Legacy Guard Dragon's effect to move LP to the left right here, so that way they both point to the same zone. This is our hand. This is equipped to Romulus. And now we're going to be able to activate LP's effect. We're going to summon Black Metal Dragon. And you guys are going to see how much we're going to plus just off this card. And because we plus off this card, we're able to shuffle back more cards for Saryuja. So that way we're able to keep more cards off of Saryuja's draw effect. So we're going to link Black Metal. We're going to go into Pisty. We're going to search for the first time off Black Metal. We're going to search the Red Eyes Darkness Metal. We're going to banish the LP to summon Darkness Metal, activate Darkness Metal's effect. We're going to summon the Black Metal. And then we're going to go into a Link 3 into Triple Burst. We're going to search off Black Metal. We're just going to search the Vanilla Red Eyes. And then we're going to activate Pisty's effect. We're going to revive the Black Metal one more time. And then from here, we're going to go into a Link 4. And we're going to summon our Saryuja. And we're not only are we able to add another card off Black Metal, but we're able to chain block. So Saryuja would be chain link 1, Black Metal would be chain link 2. And this is going to be the last time we search off Black Metal. So 3 times. I think 3 times is more than enough. And what's nice about Black Metal is that because we searched the Vanilla Red Eyes, Black Dragon, and the Red Eyes Fusion, those are 2 cards that we're definitely going to shuffle back into, not shuffle back, but put to the bottom of the deck because we want to resolve Verte Anaconda. But if we didn't play a Black Metal in this deck, we wouldn't have, right now, we wouldn't have these 2 free cards to put back after drawing 4 with Saryuja. We'd only have like these 2 cards, so we'd only get a +1, but this would technically be a +3 because these are just 2 free cards we searched off Black Metal without really taking away from the combo. So now we're going to cut, and we're going to draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's see here. So with this hand, obviously we're going to put these 2 back. We're probably going to put Call by the Grave back because this is a better interruption. So this is going to be our hand right here, which is nice. Unfortunately, with this hand, we're not going to be able to summon Xiao. You know what? Actually, let's just keep the Call by the Grave. We're not going to be able to summon Xiao, unfortunately, because we don't have access to a big, like, dragon, which sucks. But honestly, we're still going to be able to end with a very strong board. Very, very strong board, honestly. So we could put this back because we could always get access to it later when we revive, like, Chamber or get access to Parlor. And I'll show you guys how. We could easily get this for next turn and then summon Xiao next turn, which is fine. So from here, guys, we're going to activate Quick Launch. Okay, let's just go, let's just activate Quick Launch, get access to Rocket Tracer. Where are you, Rocket Tracer? There you are. And then we're going to activate Saryuja's effect to summon the Silver Rocket. And then with these 2 cards, so there's 2 things that you could do, right? We can either end with Hieratic and Dragoon. We could end with Hieratic, Boral Savage, or we could end with Dragoon and Boral Savage. In my opinion, I think the route I would go is Dragoon Hieratic. Okay? And the reason that I would go Dragoon Hieratic is because Boral Savage would get us a negate, but it doesn't destroy. And it is an Omni negate, that is true, but Hieratic having the non-target bounce is, I guess, in some situations not as strong. I feel like Hieratic in some, depending on the matchup, might be stronger than Boral Savage. But I think for the most part, people would choose to summon Boral Savage and Dragoon. But the reason that I would summon Hieratic is because he gives us the follow-up after he tributes himself. So after you tribute Hieratic, you're able to get a dragon from the deck, which allows you to extend for next turn. Okay? So it's a very, very good interruption, and it allows you to set up for next turn. That's why I love the card. That's why it's my favorite Link 2 in the game. So from here, we're going to Link 2 into Hieratic. There's our extra deck. Okay. And then we're going to activate Rocket Tracer's effect. We're going to pop the World Legacy Guard Dragon. And we're going to summon Recharger from the deck. And then we're going to go into a Link 2. Okay, we're going to summon Verte. We're going to happily pay that 2k. Okay. To send Red Eyes Bee Dragon and Dark Magician. We're going to send these 2 cards to the grave. And we're going to fusion summon what seems to be the card everybody is scooping to these days online. We're going to summon Dragoon. Okay. And now we're going to set these 2 cards. Oh, also, another thing that I forgot to mention is that this card is much better with Hieratic Seal. So if we had summoned Dragoon and Boral Savage, this card would kind of suck because we would need to have like bounced Boral Savage back, and that sucks. You know, like you just lost a body. But with this, you're gonna get a free body that you could use for tidying. So look at this, guys. Of 2 cards, we got 4 interruptions, right? We drew to the Call by the Grave, we drew to Tidying. Instead of drawing into these cards, if we drew to like Dragon Shrine or Foolish Burial or like another like high level dragon, we would have been able to obviously end with Shao. But I believe this is still very strong because this card's going to be an extender next turn. So look at this, guys. Off 2 cards, right? We have 4 interruptions, right? Which is pretty nice. We have Call by the Grave. We have Dragoon. This card's in hand, by the way. So Dragoon is live. So just so you know. So you pass turn. Your opponent draws. They start playing. Let's say they summon something or they activate a card. Like say they activate the Numeron field spell and they use its effect to dump the other Numeron spell to copy it. You can just change Hieratic because the field spell is a hard once per turn. You're going to bounce it back, and then you're going to activate Hieratic Seal's effect. You're going to summon... you could summon Chamber, you could summon... I would summon Nurse, honestly, just because we have Chamber already in Grave. So you're just going to get 2 free bodies for absolutely free. And you're going to see what I mean by having Hieratic on the field. Look how much advantage we gain. So we bounced a card, right? We interrupted probably a very key play that they had. And then off Hieratic's effect, we're going to summon Nurse. And then Nurse is going to summon Chamber. And then Chamber's effect is going to trigger. We're going to add the Hospitality, right? Where are you? There you are. Okay, so now this is our hand, right? Look at this. We just went 1, 2. We went +3 or +2 because we lost this card. But it replaced itself with this, and then this got us Chamber. Then Chamber got us a +1. Super cool. And we still have these 3 interruptions, right? Now check this out. Say they summon or do something and we want to get a card back to the extra deck. Say they summon like a key extra deck monster and they need that extra deck monster to activate its effects and to stay on field. What we would do, we would activate Tidying and we could simply return the Nurse back to our hand and then bounce that card back to the extra deck or back to the hand depending on what the card is. So check this out, guys. Look, we still didn't use Dragoon's Negate. And then next turn, we have a Monster Reborn for Dragonmaids. And then our normal summon Dragonmaid is going to be able to Reborn Parlor. Or we could just like Reborn Chamber if we link it off next turn before we summon Nurse. Isn't that so cool? Like, that's insane. So we negate with Dragoon. Say we could honestly say if we activated Tidying to return this to hand, we could just send this to the grave off Dragoon to negate because we could just revive it with Hospitality and then revive, a Parlor with Nurse without using our normal summon, which is nice. And then this also acts as a Monster Reborn if our opponent somehow has more monsters than us. And then we also have the Call by the Grave for free. So we didn't even really need this card I mean, unless our opponent opened up nuts, or if they had a hand trap, I guess this could have been useful. But we drew this off, sorry, you just said they probably would have hand trapped us before. But there's another free card, another free interruption. Um, it's just insane, guys. Like, even if they're, say our opponent, like, they have nothing left. If they wanted to attack, like, over Anaconda, sure, they attack over Anaconda. Our turn comes next. We're easily going to make an Axis Code Talker start popping their cards. If they left any monster, obviously if they attacked Anaconda, they have a monster on the field, so we could pop it and take burn damage. This is at 4,000 because we negated and destroyed something. They're definitely going to lose. Guys, this was off 2 cards. That was an amazing, I guess, 2-card combo. Like, it is random, obviously, off Saryuja, but the chances of you drawing into something like that's going to be able to help you establish a decent board, the chances are very high because you do play a lot of good extenders. And plus, with Black Metal Dragon, it took these 2 bricks out of the deck, right? So that means off Saryuja, we were guaranteed not to draw these 2 cards. So we're able to draw, we have a better chance of drawing into better key cards that are going to help us. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that 2-card combo. That's it's pretty cool to see the advantage that you could gain with just 2 cards. I mean, it is specific 2 cards. Word like Cigar Dragon, obviously it's a 3 of, but it's a 60 card deck. But I mean, like, now if you do draw those 2 cards, and those are just 2 cards, right? You have 3 other cards in hand that are definitely going to be other extenders. So that hand, I mean, that play could have happened. You could have done like different plays to be able to get to the same like end board or even a better end board. So yes, let's move on to an actual test hand. Right, we'll shuffle the deck, and we'll see what we come up with. So with one card combos do exist in this deck, but they're not like anything special because we don't play like Link Cross and Needle Fiber, Helka Fibrax. And if we were to play those 2 cards and play like Marcher and like Herald and all those other cards, yes, a 1-card combo would be awesome because Parlor, Chamber, and Safer would instantly become very strong 1-card combos because if you're able to make Romulus and then summon, get access to Dragoonary Divine Lance, summon Phalanx, and then use Romulus to go into Link Cross, summon your tokens, you're able to just build a board off 1 card. But the thing is, I didn't really want to play Helka Fibrax because, like, if I'm going to play that type of deck, there's better decks that do that, and it doesn't make sense for me to... I mean, yeah, you could technically play those cards and still say that you're playing Dragonmaids, but honestly, it's just, to me, it's just another, like, Link Cross, Helka Fibrax deck. So I wanted to do something at least where, like, we're playing... Dragonmaid Shao and Hyretic Seal. Also, like, people drifted away from, like, Hyretic Seal, like, ending on that card. And that card's, like, my favorite. It's, like I mentioned before multiple times, it is my favorite Link 2. It's just an amazing Link 2 that gets you, nets you so much advantage. So I love playing it. Let me just move this. Felt like it was going to fall. Yeah, guys, so... What the heck? I need new sleeves. I forgot I actually went to locals and I totally forgot to pick up new sleeves. But yeah, guys, so we're going to get right into our first test hand and we're going to see how it goes. All right. This deck, I hope you guys give it a shot. Try it out for yourself. It is very consistent and there's multiple ways to get to your end board. And it is a very powerful end board, and it has the ability to play through hand traps, which is nice. All right, so let's start our first test hand at 20 minutes in. Oh my god, it's okay. This is like it sucks a lot. It is very sucky. So with this hand, obviously, you can't really do much. We drew 4 1-ofs. It's very unlikely that this happens, but you know, it happens on camera. This is like a curse for a lot of Yugi tubers. I'm not a Yugi tuber, by the way, not a rapper. It's you know, it's a curse that everybody experiences, right? So this is a one of, one of, one of, one of. This is a three of. This is nice. I'll tell you what we could do with this hand, though. We could normal summon this, right? And then we could go into Striker Dragon. We could get our field spell. We could technically use Striker Dragon's effect to add this back to the hand. We could activate the field spell. We could special summon this, and if they attack over it, we'll get access to a Rocket Tracer during the end phase. We'll set the Imperm, and we'll pass turn. Oh man, that was not... Oh my god, that was not a good test hand. Guys, I don't want to restart the video, please. I do not want to restart the video because we drew poorly on our first test. Okay, alright. See, this is looking better. It's looking better. We're already open. Oh, this is looking nice. Ooh, okay. Brotar not the best, but you know, this hand is not bad at all, guys. This hand is something. Let's see. Damn, multiple things we could do with this hand. We're gonna normal summon safer. Okay, we're gonna normal summon safer. We could search for a level 8, but we got the most important level in our hands. We could search for a level 3. We could search Parlor. We can search what's his name? We could search a Tempest, and then we'll get a plus off this too, which is nice. Damn, there's like so many routes that we could do with this. I think honestly what I would do is let's activate this. Normally we would search White Dragon or Black Dragon. We search White Dragon or Black Dragon. The thing is, like, if we search White Dragon or Black Dragon, we need to send this to the grave. And then we're not going to get enough extenders to be able to go to LP Pisty and start a Guard Dragon plays. If we had another level 4, I would definitely add White Dragon or Black Dragon. But because we don't have access to another level 4, it's level 3. Actually, you know what? We could search a level 4. What am I talking about? We could do that. Because we could just send these two to the graveyard. Because this is 3 and 4. Let's do that. Let's use Safer's effect. Let's send these two. Okay, if we get ashed, you know, whatever. We got ashed. We could still, like, do some stuff even if we get ashed. Yeah, so anyway, let's search for... I guess we'll lose Brotar, but it's okay. We could somehow get Brotar back if we wanted to. So we add this to hand. The reason I want to keep this and I don't want to banish it is because I kind of want to add Levianeer back to hand. So that's why I didn't want to banish it. So let's go into our Link 1, which is Striker Dragon. We're going to get some plus. Get a nice plus of Striker Dragon. Damn, that was a terrible test hand 1, man. That first test hand, oh my god. I don't even draw that badly when I'm playing the deck. To draw that badly when I'm actually trying to demonstrate the deck, that's extremely funny. But, you know, very ironic. It always happens when you're trying to show off your deck and then you fail miserably. Let us banish the Brotar. Right, we're going to summon the White Dragon. And why the hell do I keep grabbing my main deck? We're going to summon our Romulus. And here we're going to go Chainlink 1 Romulus, Chainlink 2 White Dragon. White Dragon searches Black Dragon. And Romulus will search us... Romulus will search us... Phalanx. We'll just get, Divine Lance. There's Black Dragon, Divine Lance next to each other. Let's activate. And we're going to get Phalanx. Phalanx summon itself. Start doing some dragon stuff. Alright, we're going to summon the LP. And then we're going to banish our white dragon. We're going to summon black dragon. We're going to link off into Pisty. Okay. Not bad, not bad. It's actually pretty nice because, so we didn't get into any guard Dragonmaid plays yet. But that's totally fine. I think there's going to be a good chance we're going to be able to summon, draw a Dragonmaid that we need off Saryuja. But even if we don't, we have access to Kitchen in the graveyard, so we're able to, like, if we summon Kitchen technically with like Darkness Metal, we could still summon whatever we dump off Kitchen with LP. I mean Pisty. So we're gonna activate LP's effect. Man, I'm rambling way too much. Apologies. And we're going to summon the black metal. Where are you, black metal? Okay. And here, guys, we're actually gonna go right into our triple burst. Okay, we're gonna activate black metal's effect. We're gonna search for that darkness metal. Okay. And then from here, we're just going to banish the LP. Yeah, we're going to banish the LP. We're going to summon Darkness Metal. And then, it's actually pretty nice. Pretty nice. Let's actually summon Kitchen. Okay. And let's activate Kitchen's effect. And I think I'm going to add Chamber. So this is our hand, right? Then I'm going to send Chamber. And then from here, guys, I think I'm going to resolve Pisty here. And with Pisty, we're going to add the black metal. And then... no way, why would I add black metal? I need to get the chamber. Yeah, okay, so we're going to get chamber through Pisty's effect. And then chamber's going to activate. We'll get access to the fusion. You know what's crazy? I don't think we need to even resolve Saryuja in this scenario. Because I think we have, yeah, we have everything that we need with us. Yeah, you know what? Let's not even, there's no point in going Saryuja. We literally have everything that we need in this hand right here. Now that I think about it. Like, it would actually be really stupid to try to go Saryuja. Because that would, like, you know, we'd waste so many resources just to draw 4 random cards when we have access to our whole engine right now. So we're going to link these two off. We're going to go into our Hieratic. Damn, this board is actually pretty nuts. This board, guys, is so nuts. We're going to activate Dragonmaid Changeover. And we're going to fuse this, and we're going to fuse this. And, you know, Apsarouter, damn, man. Opening up Apsarouter, super nice. We're going to summon Xiao. Okay. We're going to activate Apsarouter's effect. We're going to search the Tracer. Okay. So this is our hand. And this is our field right here. So with this, guys, with this hand... with this field so far, we're going to be able to actually summon Hieratic, Xiao, Boral Savage, and Dragoon, I think. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything here. Yeah, I'm definitely not. So I'm going to activate Changeover's effect, targeting the kitchen, and I'm going to just add these 2 cards to my hand for free. So look, I still have 5 cards in hand, and I still have, like, these cards to work with. So now from here, I'm going to activate the boot sector launch. We're going to summon Tracer. And then we're going to activate Tracer's effect. Yes. And we're going to pop the field spell. And we're going to summon... We could either summon Recharge. Yeah, we could summon Recharge. I think... Is Silver Rocket, or is that the last... No, Silver Rocket. Here we go. Okay, so... And then from here, we're going to Synchro Summon into Boral Savage. We're going to activate Boral Savage's effect. And we're going to equip the... Oh yeah, I forgot we didn't summon Saryuja. Triple Bursts. That's cool. So 3 Boral counters. We have 3 negates in total. And then he's going to gain 1200, so he's at a beefy 4200. And then guys, we're going to, oh man, this, holy crap, this hand was insane. We're actually going to, we're going to banish 3 darks. We're going to banish Apsarautor. We'll banish the Black Dragon. And we'll banish Black Metal. We're done using Black Metal. And we'll summon Levianeer. We're going to activate its effect to rip a card out of opponent's hand. So they have 4 cards in hand right now. And then, oh man, this... Okay, so really bad misplay is where I put this card. This card's supposed to be right here, okay? Make sure that you don't... you make sure that one of the link zones is free because you have to go into Anaconda using the zone. So that was my bad. My bad. So we're gonna summon Anaconda. Yeah, that would have been a very, like, if that was actually at an event, that would be a very bad misplay because you would have restricted yourself from summoning like a very strong card that, you know, closes out the game very quickly. We're gonna happily pay that 2K. Okay, we're gonna copy Red Eyes Fusion, and we're going to send 60 card deck, man. Takes an hour to get through to the cards. So we're going to send Red Eyes Fusion to copy it. And we're going to send Red Eyes Bee Dragon and Dark Magician to summon the mighty Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Guys, look at this. That is crazy. We have the 3 big dogs in our deck out at the same time. We have 3 Omni Negates. They can, what's crazy about all 3 of these cards is usually a card can negate the activation of a card, but all 3 of these cards can negate cards or effects. So they can actually negate cards that are already in the graveyard that activate. They can negate cards that are already face up on the field and have maybe like a once per turn effect. These cards can negate anything. These 2 cards destroy. This card does not destroy. But we'll probably save this for like a spell and trap negate. Or like maybe like if they discard a monster for cost, we can negate it with Boral Savage. Because the destruction part becomes irrelevant. But if something's on the field, like say like a field spell or like a monster that we want to get off the field, then these 2 are become very relevant. So here, what we could do, like, obviously you pass turn, and then during your opponent's standby phase, you could resolve the Dragonmaid Chow, and what we could do here is we'd summon this. What sucks is that if we tribute Hieratic Seal, we won't have any room to summon something off Hieratic Seal, but honestly, I think we're asking for too much at that point, because, like, we already have so much, like, you know, we have like so many follow-up plays even next turn. You know, we still had the Safer actually in the graveyard, which is crazy because we could have done this like on our turn before we pass turn, but it doesn't really matter because we could just do it on our turn anyway. We could simply like banish Safer, and then we could add Levianeer back. That's crazy. So we could add this card back. And if this card's in the graveyard, that's a light target for us to banish, so we could pop cards, which is super nice. Yeah, guys, this is a pretty crazy board. That was an awesome test hand. And this was without Saryuja. That's the crazy thing, is that we had access to all these cards without, like, drawing 4 off Saryuja. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Nice test hand video. One successful test hand and then one very mediocre test hand. So let's do another test hand, but I might not play it out. I just want to show you guys that, you know, this deck really really is consistent, and that was just like a very like crappy hand that doesn't really happen often. Actually, it barely it really happens. Like I don't think I've ever seen something. So Like we play Dingirsu. Dingirsu is nice because like, you know, going second, you have access to like rank 8s. Because of Galactic, you could just like send it Galactic off like Foolish or Dragon Shrine or Dragon Ravine, and then just be able to make everything level 8 and then summon this and then just send a card. So there's like really good amount of ways to um, have like you have access to a lot of cards that can remove problematic cards off the field without targeting. Um, this was all like this. These are the cards that we had left in our extra deck. But the thing is, like this card would be on the field if we shuffled with Xiao, and then Xiao would have been back in the extra deck. So this would have been in our extra deck, which is nice because aside from Saryuja not really being relevant, we'd be able to summon this again on our turn, and then we'd also be able to summon this to be, if we needed to pop cards on our opponent's side of the field. This is a like we still had Dragoon, we still had Boral Savage. There was just too much on our field, like, and then we would have added like obviously the Levianeer back as well with Safer. So guys, let's just do a quick, well, as quick as I can at least, quick power shuffle. Nothing like power shuffling 60 cards. You have to like strike a random conversation with your opponent just so they don't get bored. So how's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are doing great, man. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! We love Yu-Gi-Oh! So I just want to do like another test hand. Again, I don't really want to play it out. It just like, I don't want to bore you guys. I think that's the main thing. I don't want to bore you guys. You got like whatever you saw me do in the either the 2-card combo or the, you know, the successful test hand of the video. That's mainly what, you know, we're always doing. Oh my god. It's such like it's an ugly look when I'm shuffling these terrible sleeves. Dragon Shield is my favorite sleeve. I love Dragon Shield. They just, you know, when you have them for a while, they just they become very uncomfortable to shuffle, I have to admit. All right, let's cut. Heart of the cards. No bricks. Hashtag no bricks. Oh my god, really? Okay, listen, check this out. You know, because we drew this card, if we draw any dragon that we can normal summon, we're good. Look, my god. You can't ask for a better hand, man. Oh, are you kidding me? You kidding me, man? My opponent should just scoop right now. My opponent should just scoop. No, I'm kidding. I never want anybody to scoop right away. You never know. Your opponent could misplay. You know, you should never scoop. Hashtag no scoop gang. Let's make that a thing, maybe. So look, guys. You know, this was the 2-card combo, right? And then with a 2-card combo, we drew this. We drew Hospitality, which is a great extender. And then because we drew this, guys, look, because we drew this, we could search. Sorry, got too excited. Because we drew this, we could search Ravine, which is cool because if we could search Ravine, that allows us to like get more dragons in the graveyard, which is cool. So yeah, guys, I'm not gonna play this out. Like, this is definitely like full combo because we have these 2 cards. And like, say even if your opponent hand traps like Parlor, you can still go off very easily because of World Legacy Guard Dragon. Like, you can do everything that we did before, pretty much, with a 2-card combo, even if they hand trap this, and which is totally fine. I love when people like hand trap my small Dragonmaids because then I go off with the rest of the cards in my hand. But if they don't hand trap you, ooh man, you are in for a very, very good time. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Okay, it was okay. It was an okay test hand video. You know, I just want to. I hope you guys like understand. You know, the how the deck functions, and I guess what we're trying to accomplish with the deck. You know, what our end board looks like, what the interactions look like. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching. Sorry for yet another long video, but you know, that's what happens when you love Yu-Gi-Oh! You want to take the time, you want to invest. Guys, have a great day, have a good night, and I hope you guys are doing well. See you guys next time.